asked you on Instagram what videos you want to see, and the easiest one that popped up was a Q&A. So I thought I'd sit down and do that since all of you guys had questions. And a lot of these questions are just for me, so I'm going to answer those myself. And Lee's going to pop in later and he's going to answer the questions that relate to both of us. So if you guys suggest me a video on Instagram and I use it, I will shout you out in the video. So I have John Tabinga. Hello to you. Thank you for submitting the video request. And I feel like other people did too, and I didn't screenshot it, but okay. Did I study anywhere after school? The answer to that is no, I have not yet. Okay, what do you think your life would have been like if you had never met Lee? Tricky question. We both probably would not have a family yet, so and then he would probably still be working his same job. Actually, he would have gone back to Korea, that's for sure. He would be living in Korea, and I would be working definitely hospitality. Probably still haven't studied anything or figured out a path yet, and both of us would probably still not really have a purpose or know what our purpose is. So yeah, I feel like it would be actually quite sad. I think I would be very depressed. Yes. that's my guess. Oh, I probably would have dated some really bad people. Yeah, so I literally was so lucky meeting Lee. I feel like he saved me from all of those regrettable moments that you have in your early 20s. Okay, baby names that we would use if we had another baby. Good question. I feel like we have created some really cool names in my opinion, like Sage and Romeo. I feel like it's kind of like unique but like very beautiful names. And so I would have to continue like the beautiful name kind of trend. For boys, I definitely like a more romantic name. And for girls, I like someone that I would be like jealous of, you know. I like that kind of a name. Okay, would you ever want to visit America? I don't have anything against America. I'm just not a traveler, so I probably won't go to many countries in my life. At least that's my thought at this moment. Although I feel like I'm getting less terrified of the world, so perhaps, but at the moment, Korea, Japan, and Australia are kind of my comfort places. And I haven't ventured outside of those just yet. Mine separately. Comes one?
Oh yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Don't you want to live in Korea with Lee's family? The kids might be losing touch with their Korean culture.
Oh, I want to live in Korea, but like our financial issue might be trouble, so I prefer living in Australia at the moment. And then if I have opportunity to live in Korea, of course I want to live in Korea. But
absolutely.
One point I gonna be thinking about is Australian family, like aka Carla's family. They are also nice. So like that's international family best side, because like they can't live in one country. I think most of them, some live in same country, but you can't have it both ways. We need to choose one, like who you like more.
But more than that, it's actually just about the money, because in Australia the wage is very good.
Yeah, and then I'm not sure we can survive.
Yeah, we don't have a job future in Korea. But we have a job
but here like I have some experience. So,
secure job in Australia.
Yeah. Pretty much.
맞아요.
Very smart answer, I think.
We have to be mature about this.
Yeah, very mature.
Even though of course Korea would be more fun. Ooh. When did you know you had fallen in love with your partner? Right. Fun question. I feel like I didn't really know. I mean, I was like pretty certain that I was in love. And looking back, yeah, I was definitely in love. But I didn't know until actually probably after having kids. And at that moment, like when I had Sage, I realized, yeah, I feel the same way about Lee as I do about Sage. But obviously I knew before then. I told him I loved him after 3 months. And funnily enough, after having kids, it just grew to like a whole different level on top of that as well. Okay, let me go back. When we were early dating, I was like obsessed with him, not in a bad way, but just, of course, I wanted to see him all the time. I wanted to talk to him all the time. I could spend every single day with him for like months straight and never get sick of him. And that is rare for me, because I was always the type of person that would get sick of people very easily or get like annoyed at little things. Like I used to hate when people sneeze. I used to get annoyed at people because they sneeze. Like I was a bitch. So I always thought like, what am I gonna be like when I'm in a relationship? I feel like I'm gonna get so annoyed at them. But that was not the case. Like when I met Lee, like I don't exaggerate, I could have spent every minute with him and not getting bored of him. He had like all the traits that I was into. Like, you know, he was like a very confident, like very much loves himself kind of person, and I need a man like that. Like I can't do shy. I was shy myself, and I like people who are like very overly confident. So I guess looking back, I could say from week 1 I probably loved him already. But I didn't realize that yet. I didn't know what love was at the time, and now that I've had kids, I can say I definitely know what love is. And I used to not believe in soulmates, but now that we've been together for so long, and I feel like our relationship has just gotten better, that I actually low-key do kind of believe he's my soulmate now. Low-key, high-key, like I definitely do. No. Where did we both grow up?
Huh?
Where did we grow up?
Where? Chungju?
Countryside Korea, countryside Australia.
It's not countryside, small city.
Okay,
Also
small city, but you call it countryside, so I call it country.
Population 200,000, around that.
Okay, what's the best thing about being a young mom and the hardest? Funnily enough, I'm gonna say it again, I haven't experienced anything hard about being a young mom, and I feel like that's a very rare thing to say. I don't know, I feel like this was just really the perfect thing for me. I feel like I've found my path through this. Of course, there are hard days when you're exhausted and they're asking you a million questions or crying, and you're like, oh my god, please, I just want to rest. Like, I've never had anything related to being a young mom. No one's ever treated me like a young mom. I've always had Lee, and I've gotten the amazing opportunity to be able to stay home and raise my kids myself, and I feel like they've turned into, well, like Sage, because she's older, she has turned into the most amazing child. Like, she's also very well behaved and very kind, respectful. She's very, very kind. I couldn't have asked for a better child. I feel like there's a lot of good things, positives about being a young mom, and once again, I'm not promoting being a young mom. Of course, please take your time and choose your decisions wisely. It's very hard, okay? But the good things I can say is, first of all, I'm young and I look young, and so I feel like maybe I'm at my peak. I don't know. I'm at my peak and I have this beautiful child, and so it's very fun actually to just dress up with her and feel cute. You know, it's a unique opportunity. Not every parent is going to be able to like dress the way I do and match with Sage the way I do. I guess I feel like that's a silly one, but besides that, I probably have a lot of energy, and I feel like because I was just a child myself, I can relate to having a teenager more, and there's a lot of parenting choices that I have chosen to make because of what I have just freshly experienced. If you don't know, I'm 22 and I had Sage at 18. Okay, Katie, you are scared for delivery. Did it hurt? Yes, it hurt. I will make a labor video and I'm gonna answer you guys questions about giving birth. It absolutely hurts. Like, I was screaming as if I was being murdered. It lasts for less, okay, it doesn't last for that long, right? You go through labor and then it's over and then you have a child. It's not the end of the world. As much as we would like to sit here and talk about how it's the hardest thing you could ever do, I feel like it would be harder if I broke my leg, to be honest. Like, giving birth, you're like, you go in there, you get it done, and you come back out. You know, I wouldn't be worried about it. I was never worried about giving birth, really. So yeah. Don't worry, girl, you got this. You were literally made for this. Thoughts on Squid Game?
Oh, very good. I'm proud of it. I watched it in one day, and then yeah, we made a video because I really liked it, but Kala a bit scared about it, so Kala didn't watch it. But yeah, I recommend it if someone haven't seen it yet.
I'm too scared. Okay, another child, Lee.
Oh, I wanna have one more, but I haven't decided, and I think even I want not have one more could be like 5 years later, because also financial issue, and then
we should be smart.
If I have one more, probably I also want to take care of it. So like when I working less and I get more money, like income. Sorry about keep talking about money, but for me, like money is important because I need to have responsibility because I don't want to be silly and oh yes. So 5 years later, we can discuss about it, and then if we think oh we can't have it, then yeah, I will just do like hide it up.
Yeah, at the moment, I'm not down at the moment. Okay, how did both of your parents react to you guys dating a foreigner / international? I actually think, once again, we had a very easy experience. My parents, I feel like my dad was like super happy about it because at least the reputation of Asian guys and also whom Lee actually is very hardworking and very kind and a respectful person. So my parents were like probably super down. Like yay, she got a very nice, respectful, hardworking guy. They didn't care. They never mentioned anything about race or anything. Goals for 2022. The goals for 2022 is to, if I'm still interested, to complete a degree in childcare or teaching, and we're definitely going to Korea in 2022. I can't give you all the info on that, but exciting times coming up, guys. And start work again. What is something that you enjoy doing with your kids that you didn't realize you would before having kids? For me, it's like being able to do child activities again. I like enjoy doing, you know, just playing their games with them and stuff, going to the zoo and the park and like watching them experience all those exciting moments.
Actually, it's like everything except put them sleep. Oh,
okay, this is fun. I love talking about dating stuff. Okay, what was my type before meeting Lee? My type before meeting Lee was actually very different to him, and I feel like me at the time was also not his type. But I was very grunge back then. Like I had a lot of piercings, as I've talked about in a previous video, and I had like blue hair, or maybe I had red hair at the time, I don't remember. And I wore like very scandalous clothes. Like I would not wear the same kind of outfits that I did back then. Regrets. But my type was definitely, I liked someone who was probably punk. That was like my ultimate, you know, someone with a lot of tattoos and piercings. That's definitely not my style anymore. I think after having kids, I feel like it just, everything like shifts, and so now, you know, I want someone who's like very protective and very normal looking. Definitely not punk anymore. I'm very confident about myself, and so I like someone who's also very confident about themselves, borderline cocky, as I mentioned before. I need someone with confidence because I don't like having to worry about someone else, because I'm already such a warrior, so I prefer someone who I know can take care of themselves. So that was definitely him. But aesthetic wise, I was definitely into more punk back then. What does Lee do for work? He works at a restaurant. Okay, so you guys want to know more detailed story about how we met, and looking back at the video, yeah, I can tell why we didn't really go into detail. And that's because it's a cringy moment, okay? It's a cringy moment for everyone, okay? Looking anything back circa 2017 was cringy for me, alright? So I just went up, because I was at the train station, or a Circular Quay, it's like a train station and there's a wharf next to it. I just went up to him and I asked him something very generic about directions or trains or something along those lines. And I could just get the vibe, okay? I could get the vibe, things are going well. I was definitely very attracted to him, and that's my main reason for being interested, because I never in my life was like a touchy-feely kind of person, and I was never interested in like even holding a guy's hand if I was on a date or hugging. I wasn't interested in any of that until I met Lee, and then I was like, oh my god, make out with me right now. So I just asked him, I think it was Facebook Messenger probably, or Instagram, because I didn't have social media really, but I had like a small Instagram account where I posted like 2 pictures. So yeah, I just asked him for his socials, as you do, and we messaged every day since then, and we met up every weekend since then, and it just literally worked out like perfect, like 2 peas in a pod connected, and their lives perfectly intertwined. Cool, so thank you for sending in your questions. I had a lot of fun answering them, and I will see you in the next video. Lots of love.